The second major of the 2014 PBA Tour season, the USBC Masters has reached the championship match at Brunswick Zone Carolier in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Kimberly Pressler is with our tournament leader, the Rookie of the Year. Kimberly.
Thanks, Mike. EJ, this is your first major. You're the #1 seed. You're going up against the reigning player of the year. And yet you seem unfazed by it all. How is it that you're just staying so cool under all this pressure?
It's just, it's just what you have to do. I'm on a big stage, and I'm just going to go out there and do the best I can and perform the best I can, and hopefully I come out on top.
Is that why you elected to go first today?
I like to go first because of, the way the lanes were playing.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back to the booth.
21-year-old EJ Tackett. And here are majors as a first career title. Notable players, Hall of Famer Mike Albee, Hall of Famer Dave Husted, Del Ballard Jr., Doug Kent, and Mika Koivuniemi. Kent and Koivuniemi winning their first career titles in majors right here at the Masters.
Obviously, EJ Tackett likes the right lane a lot better than the left lane, and he chose to start this match, which means he finishes this match on the right lane. Something that we can watch throughout this match. Belmonte's going to take to the air. That's another thing to watch for. And what I mean by that is he's going to start lofting the ball and getting some airtime to keep the ball from hooking. Exciting championship match at the Masters coming your way right now.
EJ Tackett, first shot is high, 3-6-10. Hard to believe there aren't a few nerves in there.
Oh, trust me, there is. More than a few.
Talked to him yesterday. He said, my insights didn't feel good the last time I bowled on TV. It may not look like it to you, but I watched and I could tell. Hard not to have some nerves.
Let me tell you, right now, the insides feel like they want to be on the outside.
And not the easiest spare conversion either. Cross lane at the 3-6-10. Beautiful way he turns that ball over to get the rotation to take out the ball with the pins.
Well, there is no rotation. The finger and thumbs almost come out at the same. The fingers and thumb almost come out at the same time. There's little or no rotation on that shot, and if there is, it's straight end over end. The ball's not curving anywhere.
Tackett trying to add his name to that list as first titles as a major. Belmonte trying to repeat for the first time in a generation as Masters champion. Opening shot for Belmo, title match. And a 10-pin.
Now watch this. This ball is going to get launched at about 11 feet out onto the lane, trying to delay hook. Ball can't curve if it's in the air, and that's what he's counting on, although that shot there didn't curve enough and get up to the pocket. He goes light, luckily tripping out the 2-8.
Spare for Belmonte, defending champion, winning it right here at Brunswick Zone Carolier, Randy, last year.
Yeah, well, he made some great shots coming down the stretch to put all the pressure on Wes Malott. This is the conclusion to his 10th frame that forced Malott to get up and double in the 10th. Malott got the first one, and then here's the next one he needed to win, and goes through the nose, and the victory was Belmonte's.
Thank you, Storm, the best company in the world.
Winner last year, chance to defend his title, hasn't been done in decades. Belmonte can do it if he wins. Second frame. Backs the pocket. Strike.
Nice shot there by Belmo. Again, we're going to show you the loft here coming right at you. Look at that. Remember, there's no thumb in that bowling ball. He does that with the palm of his hand and his fingers and his left hand at the same time. Think it's easy, folks? Go home and try it after the telecast.
Powerful strike. As we mentioned, one of the highest rev rates in the game for a one-handed player. In fact, at times he can rotate it quicker than Belmonte.
Now, there's a little slingshot effect going on with him, his wrist and his elbow, and he just times it up beautifully, gets his legs underneath him, and then just snaps on it at the bottom of the swing.
undefeated in match play, taking out Haugen with a 793, which included a foul spare in that set. Saw that live on Extra Frame. Third frame, Tackett back on the left lane. Better shot, doesn't mix out the 4.
That's the one he needed, though. He wanted to see a ball that would actually, where he could miss a little bit to the right and have it hook back to the pocket, and it doesn't. Remember the first shot on that lane, he went high. Tremendous amount of leverage at the bottom of the swing. Remember, he's only 5'7", about 135 pounds. The kid's very talented, though. +2 handicap in golf. He's got great hand-eye coordination. He's a good athlete. And he developed quite the style. You're going to see a lot of that young man on this tour.
Defending Masters champ, Bart Basal PBA Tournament of Champions winner, reigning PBA Player of the Year. The accolades keep piling up along with the strikes. Third frame. Slaps the 10 out.
He's making better shots now, too.
Right.
Our thanks to the United States Bowling Congress, led by USBC's new interim executive director, Chad Murphy, and the president, Andrew Kane, also manages the Los Angeles X in his spare time. National governing body, join a PBA league, get your average certified, and we'll see you at the National Championships in Reno this year. Bello on the double, 4th frame. Oh my! Turkey, and he finds it again. Yes, no, yes, back on yes.
For now. I agree. He's back on it for now. He's making better shots. He's a little bit more comfortable with his ball reaction. You know, one of the hardest things to do on this tour is to make good shots when you have a bad ball reaction. Belmo had a bad ball reaction for a while. Now he's got a good one.
Ed Tackett on hand, and EJ said everyone in Huntington is behind him. They could all be here. They would. Light shakes out everything but the 2.
Not sure why his ball isn't curving when it gets down lane off the end of the pattern, especially with his rev rate. It looked to me like that shot was just too far to the right. He needs to find a line and find it quick, because the last thing you want to do is let Belmonte get out to a big lead.
And there is Ed Tackett, EJ's father, part of the Great Support Network, and we showed an uncle instead of a father, and for that we apologize. The Tackett family and everyone in Huntington, Indiana, I'm sure, has the volume turned up in every place in town. EJ, 5th frame. Left lane. Oh,
no.
Split. 6, 7, 10.
Not what he was looking for, but that's what happens when you get a couple of shots that go light. The overcompensation takes over. EJ right through the nose, pays the price. 6, 7, 10. This might be a point in the game where you're thinking about making this.
Slides it across with authority, but doesn't get it. Open frame.
Good effort. Now, Belmonte, known for this, when he's got a big lead and he gets an opening from his opponent, he just basically puts the pedal to the metal.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, the 5th seed has never bowled in the title match until now. Pure shot, 10 pinfalls.
Uh-oh. You notice how the ball motion is a little bit different now. It's coming off the end of the pattern much smoother. It's going to go to the air again. Here's the loft. Look how deep he is. And then watch how subtle the movement is at the back part of the lane. This is one of the things he does best. When he can move way in and start lofting the gutter cap, he still gets the bowling ball to hit like it weighs 20 pounds. He is just absolutely tough from in here.
High, almost a 4-9, just the 9-pin.
And a nice break, tripping out the 4. The last thing you want when you have this big of a lead is an open frame.
Belmonte picks up the single pin. He's got a 44-pin advantage. Title match at the USBC Masters. E.J. Tackett has 5 frames to work in this title match. He talks about his footwork, Randy. He says he has a tendency at times to get fast with the footwork.
As do we all.
And so he tries to take a couple of extra seconds and tries not to rush, staying mentally prepared for each shot. 6th frame. Light and a 2 stance.
He got it to that same spot again, and it never hooked. You're talking about his fast feet, Mike. You know, it's one of the ways that he generates ball speed. And you're right. He said that his tendency is to get too fast. As you see, this ball looks pretty good, but it just gets too far right of target. And that spot down lane's not going to hook back. Trying to play right of Jason Belmonte is not something that's always successful. And you know, Tom Smallwood, he played left of Jason Belmonte and actually beat him in match play. You take a look at EJ's arsenal. He's using a Venom shock, but you know, Tom Smallwood beat Belmonte in match play because he played left of Belmonte with softer speed. Well, right now Belmonte is so far left, you can't play left of him. So E.J. Tackett's trying to play right of him.
Oh no!
Oh, gotta be kidding me. On this shot here, EJ looks like he gets his hand more around the side of the bowling ball at release. And there you see it. This ball has more side rotation, so then when it gets to that spot down the lane, it actually hooks off of it. Unfortunately, it's a horrible break, leaving the stone 7.
Spare for Tackett, and Belmonte steps up in the 7th frame with a 45-pin lead, trying to become the first player to defend a Masters title in a generation. Jason Belmonte talking about his place in history.
I have no say in a Hall of Fame career. I can only hope that my performances when I'm, old enough and I'm retired, that, I'm going to have enough on the board to have me as a Hall of Fame career. But it's, it's why I'm here. I'm here because I want to be one of the best of all time, and all the best of all time are in that Hall of Fame.
Another major and a 9th title will go a long way to get there. Light, and the 2-8-10 go down.
When it's your day, it's your day. And Jason Belmonte he's living right. That's good, clean living right there. Tripping out the 2-8-10 and just absolutely collecting in on one of the biggest breaks of his career in a major. He was working on a strike in the 7th frame, and what a time to catch another double to increase the lead by 55 pins with only 2.5 frames left.
Messenger's out the 10-pin. Tackett bowling for a title on the PBA Tour, but history may be against him today.
There's that power of E.J. Tackett, just slinging wood. Maybe not quite as fast as Belmonte, but his speed's a little bit softer as well. This kid's got a bright future. I really enjoy watching E.J. Tackett bowl. He is a max score right now if he strikes out of 214. Belmonte's already in the 230s.
Comes out of the youth and collegiate bowling programs. Talented player. Double, fun to watch, fun to talk to. Loves the game.
He'll chalk this up to experience and download it into that computer sitting on top of his shoulders. Next time he comes back onto the telecast, I guarantee it'll be a different ball game. I'm not saying he'll win, I'm just saying he'll be much more prepared.
Going for back-to-back titles, back-to-back majors, the PBA Player of the Year, and the Foundation ninth.
Uh-oh.
In the big four.
Hang on a minute.
That lane.
It's not over yet. Not over yet. If he gets 2 here, he'll have 201 in the 9th frame. He would need a mark. Boy, we've seen this all day long. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't make that. All right, he needs a mark, any kind of mark.
Right.
He'll take his time, take a re-rack. Kirk Von Kruger grants it. The PBA Deputy Commissioner and Tournament Director working side by side with Eric Pearson, Tournament Director for the Masters. E.J. Tackett, the best he can shoot is 214. Jason Belmonte will finish first. The magic number is 215. And Belmonte will add to a potential Hall of Fame resume. Defend his Masters title, go back-to-back in the majors, including the Tournament of Champions.
He needs to fill 14 pins in this frame. If he opens, E.J. Tackett can strike out and win. Whoa. That one got a little extra airtime, a little extra hand, and the 10-pin fell extremely late. That was very close. This has been some of the most interesting matches in a major I've ever seen.
Down to a knee. Part of the work is done.
Stay behind the line, brother.
He's got to stay behind the foul line, keep it on the lane, and knock down 4 pins. The man from down under, sporting his usual facial fescue, finds a way to get it done. Check out the airtime on this. This has got a ton of side rotation, cuts through, goes a little bit heavy, only leaving the 4-pin.
Yes.
Throws the spare ball down the middle, winner.
Bowling fans, you have a repeat USBC Masters champion. His name is Jason Belmonte. If I can just win that first match, I have a chance to run the stepladder.
Thank you. Thank you, Storm. Turbo Dexter. My beautiful family back home. Making it worth it.
Jason Belmonte, back-to-back majors, back-to-back Masters champions. We'll talk to him live next. Score 221-177. Belmonte, back-to-back majors, back-to-back Masters titles. And a dejected E.J. Tackett, but Belmo telling him, you will win titles someday. The Harry Golden PBA Rookie of the Year, not his day. Kimberly Pressler is with our champion. Kimberly.
Thanks, Mike. The day does belong to Jason Belmonte. And Jason, you did something that nobody has done in close to 50 years. You successfully defended your Masters title. You also did what you said you were going to do. You climbed from the 5th seed to win this today. Talk to me about what you're feeling right about now.
Kimberly, honestly, there's not very many words, but I am exhausted. And, you know, this pair of lanes, it never broke down comfortably, and I felt like I was working every frame. You know, I also caught a lot of breaks, and I think that's, you know, part and parcel to winning majors. You need a little bit of lady luck on your side, and I had a whole ton of it.
Is this your toughest win ever?
I'm the most tired I've ever been. I mean, it's only 5 games. I've bowled 40 in a week and felt better than I do right now. I am going to lay down after this for a long time.
Well, congratulations, Jason Belmonte. You have successfully become the USBC Masters champion once again.
Thank you. Everyone back home, I love you.
Coming up next Sunday, Silver Lake Atom Splitters versus the Dallas Strikers. It's PBA League action. Singles, doubles, trios, and team next Sunday, 3 Eastern on ESPN. Also live on Watch ESPN. PBA Tour history. Billy Whaley, you've got company. Jason Belmonte has defended his Masters title and went back-to-back in the majors. For Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler, this is Mike Jakubowski. Congratulations, Jason Belmonte.